Dethroned! No lives left for your enemy. Destroy them. One minute left. The enemy is out of second chances. Double down. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
What you just saw
annihilated them.
was the beginning of the end. 6 years in the making, loyal Bungie fan. Very next game,
Victory
I get this.
Was a hair's breadth away.
Temporary restriction. This account has a consistently unstable internet connection that is negatively affecting other players. The account has been restricted from matchmaking activities in Destiny against other players for 2 weeks. So, what do? I did what any self-disrespecting keyboard warrior like myself would do. I took to the BNet forums and began bitching about my predicament that seemingly no one gave a shit about. So basically what I would like to do is I would like to walk through my experience, both on the forums with help support, with customer support by Bungie, and the way they treat their clientele, the way they treat their loyal fans who have invested and spent literally, not, making these numbers up, literally hundreds and hundreds of dollars on their product. Been part of the community for 6 years, and I guess I thought that the service would have been a little better, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. Point being, we're going to walk through the replies I got to my posts, on my posts. There ain't that many of them, but I'm just saying, this is how Bungie Help delegates out, leaves the responsibility to others, the community, to foster tech support and other things of that nature. And I just want to walk through the feedback that I got with you. And, if I'm being an asshole and this is the best move forward for troubleshooting and getting to the bottom of this, then by all means, I'm guilty as charged. I'll shut up. I'll serve my 2-week sentence away from the online gaming community, and we'll move on. We'll pick back up where we left off. But I guess at my core, I thought I held them to a higher standard. I was duped. I was conned. And look, I ain't gonna drag this out. Let's just go ahead and see what I brought up in the post and see what kind of responses I got. Captain Chafed says, I received a 2-week ban notification for PvP activities this evening due to networking issues. I have over 4,000 hours of Destiny 1 and 2 combined. Blah, blah. I feel this is outrageous. I'm unable to enjoy my favorite game during these times. It's a global pandemic and so little warning. Hordes of people are leaving the game. Destiny, I don't know if you're keeping up with the community or what's going on. Lots of people are leaving the game right now due to a whole host of things, pretty much not including this. Is Bungie so willing to lose a loyal fan? Could someone please look? Someone asked me to post my specs. Here's my specs. 110 down, 20 up. Hardwired, 0% packet loss, not type open. Now, we're going to go bottom to top since that's the way that the post history goes. Let's begin with Ing Wee Queen. Loyal Bungie fan. Connection have an impact on all the other players. Doesn't matter how much time you put into the game. Fix your shit or you'll get 2 months on your next restriction. Have you checked your connection? Thank you very much for the advice. I didn't think of that. I should probably check my connection. People are forgetting ISP providers are under pressure at the moment. I detailed that in my post, that during the point of this global pandemic that the network traffic is probably the heaviest it's ever seen in the history of the internet. And this person reiterates my point in the subject matter. So thanks for bringing that up. And the point of that is a great point, because you would think that some of these limitations, restrictions would be relaxed a bit during this time. But no, that's asking too much. Continuing on, household. Oh, you got too much shit on your connected, so it's eating up your bandwidth. Hey, guess what? Here's a test to see if you have good up and down speeds. Thanks, champ. Didn't know about speedtest.net. Very valuable feedback. Look, I'm not going to go over every post and every procedure and everything that every person said in this goddamn thing, because thinking about it, reading through it again, it's just actually making me more and more pissed off. The content gets richer. Oh, Brian Weary here had some really uninsightful things, very uninsightful, obvious advice. You can obviously tell that he is one of the highest level, highest paid armchair technicians, techies, tech support in the world. And Creed D70XX70, actually, his first post made the most sense of all and what my suspicions were. So, you got the URL. If you want to go check it out, you're more than welcome to. My next conquest of this saga to do the right thing and reach out for help. I'm just following the rules here, trying to reach out to Bungie on Bungie.net to get help, because that's what their help docs say. Well, obviously didn't get any help from them, so I took to the Twitter sphere. Reached out to Bungie help, reached out to Cosmo, reached out to DMG, reached out to Deej, and a whole host of other high-level people who could put me in touch with the right technical support at Bungie in order to pull the logs and see exactly what's happened. Is this rage banning? Is this something? Does this have validity? What the hell is going on? I've been playing these goddamn games for damn near since original Halo 1, 2000. 20 years I've been playing these goddamn games. I ain't never had a hiccup before now. And suddenly during the global pandemic, everything's going to shit. Long story short, fell on deaf ears. I started the approach in a very civil way, in a very professional way. And whenever I didn't get my way, I turned into a ragey child. A crybaby, so to speak. And a lot of Twitter rallied around me. A lot of Bungie fans rallied around me and liked the post, liked the content that I was putting out there. And, I appreciate it, but ultimately, that means nothing to me either. The only thing that will satisfy me through all of this is for Bungie to go into my account, clear the logs, lift the flags, and restore it to what it once was. I don't want to have to do this shit again. I don't want the account to be permanently banned and all that content, all that grind, all that everything gone forever. Now, I'm just going to commentate a little bit over this gameplay and kind of shake out these ideas about this whole situation. And first of all, you might be sitting there saying, Chafed, this is a PvP game. How in the hell are you playing PvP if your account's restricted for the next 2 weeks, excuse me? Well, quite simply, when you're a no-life fuck like me, you simply spin up another account. The game's free to play. I mean, that's the one saving grace through all of this is I can still spin up 100 Chafed accounts, and so that's the one good thing. Anywho, here's my problem with the whole situation.
Zone A lost. Zone C captured.
The game is second to none. It has its problems, don't get me wrong. It absolutely has its problems. But the gunplay in this game is second to none. There's something about it. You can get in grooves and everything. I know this isn't a competitive game. I'm aware of all the things. I'm aware of all the things that the PvP sweat community has to say on the subject, and the PvE, and the masses and hordes of players leaving the game. I'm aware of all of that. I read the forums. I'm a no-life fuck. I don't know how else to put it to you. But in my opinion, and I don't know why I like the game so much, but the gunplay is second to none in the game, and I just truly enjoy playing the game. The PvP content, particularly. But what this experience has taught me, truly, is how brittle these services are in modern video gaming today. This software as a service. I don't own this software. I own rights to play it in an ideal world. And things can get in the way of that. Things can stop that service. Things can end that service for me abruptly. And there's nothing I can do about it. What I'm saying is, all this grind, all reaching max light, going flawless, beating raids, attaining all the exotics in the game, all the triumphs, all this shit is nothing more than vaporware that can be taken away from you at any time. And I'm in a position where I've got 2 strikes on my account. 3rd strike's gonna be a 2-month ban. 4th strike's gonna be permaban. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about it if they decide to pull the plug on the account. All that work, all that grind, all that account progression is gone forever. And I mean, that sucks for a person like me. I don't understand how a lot of people aren't relating to it, in that, you know, I've voiced my opinion on the forums, on Twitter, I've gone into streams, I've talked to people about it, and no one really gives a shit. I'm not asking for a handout and everything. I'm not asking for sympathy for me. What's surprising to me is that it's not hitting home with them about how fragile their accounts are, how fragile their gear is, their grind, their weapons, their armor, all the shit. It's like, it just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind.
Gains the lead.
And bro, let me tell you, this ain't just Destiny. This is all modern games. I mean, off the top of my head, I can rattle off, you know, like Destiny, COD, Fortnite, Valorant, Overwatch, anything with like this online living community, loot box crates, money investment over time, software as a service style thing. Like things that aren't like that would be like, you know, the new Doom games, or I don't know, there ain't a lot of them. I guess like the Dark Souls series, shit like that, but a lot of people aren't interested in those type of games, myself included. Halo is kind of like,
Zone B captured.
Halo is sort of that in between. You know, it's got the campaign. I mean, Destiny has the campaign too, but shit. I'd say at least 50% of Destiny campaign is matchmaking. So you get the matchmaking taken out, then you're really limited. I guess in closing, this whole experience has been a very real wake-up call for me, as far as time, money, investment, importance of this type of thing. Is it important for me to go to the lighthouse now? Absolutely not. Is it important for me to reach max light now? Absolutely not. Is it important for me to beat the raid now? Absolutely not. It's brittle. It's brittle, and you know, it's like people need to wake the fuck up. You got all these paid for services to carry you flawless, or carry your raids, or max your character, or get this weapon or that weapon. It's all meaningless vaporware. It's parasitic. It's trolls feeding the trolls. I took up enough of your time. Honestly, anybody who's made it this far in the video is probably about as fucked up in the head as I am. And so, pat yourself on the back. You sick fuck. And, yeah, that's all I got. Catch you next time.
Zone A lost. Power play. Enemy has your zones. Zone C captured. You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours. Three minutes remaining. Zone A captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. You're breaking them. Zone A lost. A victory well executed.